Hey folks, Ben from Smoking Hot Confessions here. This weekend I'm in Midlands in Perth in Western Australia. I'm at the Swan Settlers Market and it's the Smoking in the Valley charity barbecue competition raising money for Lifeline. This is a fascinating event. It's held every year. They do tips for treats, getting that money for charity. Now this is also the last KCBS competition of the year, and so teams are here battling it out for their final chance to get first place in the ladder. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you through, I'm going to show you what different smokers they're using to cook on in this very important barbecue competition. So the first smoker that we're looking at today is this beautiful big trailer here behind me. This is built by Hot Chilli Smokers, a local manufacturer in Western Australia, and it's owned proudly by Perth Barbecue School, Gus Gallagher's rig. So if you're interested in taking some lessons about barbecue, do hit him up, Perth Barbecue School. Now this is an offset smoker. It's called that because the firebox is offset from the cooking chamber. Now this is quite a unique design here. It's actually got a warming chamber set on top of the firebox. So once the lads are done with their cooking, they can move their meat across. It will just sit nice and warm and be held at a safe serving temperature for long periods of time. This is a really nice rig. Now this little guy here is called a bullet or a vertical smoker. The fire goes in the bottom, there's a water pan above that, and then each of these removable sections has its own cooking grill. So you can actually add more of these to make it taller or shorter, or you can take them all out, put the lid down on the bottom and take it off to the beach. It's a very cool little piece of gear. Now this one here is a bit of a variation on the vertical smoker that we looked at before. This is a vertical cabinet, so it's got the fire down in here. All these shelves are going up the front before the exhaust out the top, and this big heavy swinging door swings shut and seals all that heat and smoke in. Happy days. Now a barbecue competition is not a barbecue competition without the humble Weber kettle. Simple to use, rugged construction, they're a mainstay of barbecue and have been since the 1950s. If you're after something to put in the backyard, cook some low and slow or some hot and fast for your family, you can do a lot worse than a kettle. Next up is the pellet grill. This is the GMG Jim Bowie. So this is a electronic based smoker. It's got an electric motor with an auger that turns through there. Inside is a heating element, and it pushes these little wooden pellets out onto the heating element, which creates the smoke. Now people are loving these at the moment because it's letting them get more sleep at the competitions. The temperature is all computer controlled. It runs a fan through there and pushes the smoke through with the electrical element creating the smoke, and you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to be constantly checking it out and fussing with it. So these are a good idea for people who are really busy, love to multitask, or love to get some sleep. Now this one is really interesting. This is an Australian design taking on the American barbecue principles. This is a wood-fired smoker oven combination. So you can do pizzas in there, you can do low and slow in there, you can even do some cold smoking of cheese and meats. You build a log fire in the bottom here. It's all got brick insulation inside. The heat and smoke travel up through past the meat and then exhausting out the top in the chimney there. These are called a jagged, and they are brilliant stuff. So what we've got here are a pair of drum smokers, also called ugly drum smokers, although clearly that's not the case with these ones. Again, these are Hot Chilli Smokers, local Perth manufacturer, and you can see he puts a lot of work into them. Really basic design principle. Down inside is a big charcoal basket, and you get that lit. You control the air through the vents with these little flanges on the top. The heat and the smoke's going to travel up. There's a grill around there, and the meat's going to be on top of that. It's going to travel up and then out the top. Really simple, really reliable. Drums are renowned for long cooks, minimum fuel, minimum fuss. Now this one here is not just the most colourful one here this weekend. This is also one of the most interesting designs. This is a gravity-fed cabinet smoker. So like the other cabinet smoker we saw before, it's got the big swing open door with all the shelves inside. This opens up here. This is actually a chute here where you drop the charcoal down, and there's a small fire down in the bottom here, and you control the oxygen with that tap. As the fire burns down, the vent over there creates the draft and sucks the heat and the smoke through. So as the charcoal burns and drops down into the chamber, more of the charcoal in the chute falls down to take its place. Now this particular one here is made by Jagged. They're a local manufacturer here in Perth, and a 4 kilo chute of lump charcoal This guy will smoke for 11 hours solid without having to touch it at all. That is incredible. Whew. So there you have it, folks. That's a rundown of all the different types of smokers here at Smoking in the Valley in Perth. No matter what your budget, no matter what your cook size is, there's a smoker out there that's going to suit you down to the ground. So till next time, take care of each other and keep on queuing.